A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. This guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And now here's a carry heading left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Williams.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't reined in at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You look at this Bears defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Throwing is Williams.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And a big one here as he's taken down.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You look at this Bears defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
On play action, now McCarthy.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken on the 25.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll fake the give, now Williams.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To the air, Williams.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Williams. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw once more, here's Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
We're scoreless after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw is Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
2nd and 16.
Back at the 29-yard line.
Dragon 60. 19 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
To the air with McCarthy.
He's got Mason complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
A dump off for Mason. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The Vikings are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing is McCarthy.
And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, we're going to milk the clock. Here, we just have good ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Operating from the gun, Williams. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Hand off to Spears.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down the 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On play action, McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come 19. Come 19. 19 tight. 19. 60 in. 60.
Now McCarthy. Looks again for T.J. Hawkinson, and he's got him again.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
4 yards. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
79 Bronco.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Jordan Addison,
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
and the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Now he's going to step up and run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Back to throw. Williams.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Take it at the 37. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half,
That got done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. McCarthy off the play fake.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's McCarthy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in the big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Throwing is Williams. They'll set up the screen for Spears.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Bears on the move. They got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is indeed good. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Second and 2. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Back to throw again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
At their own 41-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now we're at the 41, second and 9. They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Chicago!
Luther Burden,
58 yards.
and the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Williams looking to do it himself.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
and the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over first
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. Still on his feet. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Roma Dunze, 65 yards. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 7.
Go trap. Go trap. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Back at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Chicago, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.